Um, Good afternoon, brother and sister. Uh, Today I just have one idea and just arise when I listen to the brother, sister. And I'm sorry because today I don't prepare anything. I think I will share anything arise in my mind about the dependent origins. But I think this is a very interesting thing. This is my idea, and I feel very new for us of you, not like the doctrine, but also the practice and some idea from when we read or when we learn, study about the dependent origin. That's why I want to use the whiteboard, because I have some model to stay with you. Today, I would like to share about why the dependent origination is the central doctrine of the Buddhism. When we read another philosophies of other religions, we cannot see that doctrine. And that doctrine is the law of the universe, not only that Buddha discovered, not only Buddha composed, but the Buddha discovered the universal law. And dependent origin is in the main thing. This is because that is. This is because that is. It means that everything manifests when we have enough conditions. For example, today we are here. It means the one manifest of the dependent origination. Many conditions. We invite a lot of brothers. They accept and come, and they prepare anything. Every condition come together and manifest this seminar in this afternoon. That is the dependent origin work in the daily life every moment, not only in the doctrine. And do you think dependent origin is mean they conclude the anatta and anatta? I will show you. That is just my idea. Sometimes it is crazy, but I think it's okay. In this way, we say it is the space, and this is the times. Everything they manifest when they have a space and time. And if you see deeply into the something, they change every moment. And when they change, for example, this tree, they grow up, and they have some condition from the water, from another person to make it and to take care of it, many conditions, and then they grow up. It means has more condition to put on of them into the tree, and they grow up. So that's interdependent, not only the many conditions come together, but also some condition less of some condition. It means the aspect, some condition manifest different things, and have enough condition manifest different things. So that every moment is the wonderful moment. because this is the good thing. Every moment is a good thing. Nothing, this is the bad of, not bad, because many conditions come together to manifest. And we should to enjoy, we should to happy with every condition, every situation. That's why I say dependent origin. When I explain like this, dependent origin is named the anatta. Anatta, impermanent. So that dependent origin is named the impermanent in the time. But if you look deeply inside, dependent origin is the anatta, the non-self. Or we can say in the Mahayana, emptiness. So that's in this way, this is the anatta. Anatta, or the non-self. So that's dependent origin. They conclude the non-self teaching and impermanent. This is the trees of the Dharma soul, tree of the universal law. That's why dependent origin very important doctrine, and this is the rule. This is the essential doctrine in the Buddhism, and we can explain everything. Depend on the dependent origin. If you look deeply inside your body, you find the five khandha. Five khandha come together, match your body, and know if the five khandha separate, and you are not severe, and that is the anatta. So that's not enough time. So that now I want to focus on the why we should practice, because the dependent origin not only the doctrine, but we can practice in every moment. When we have the idea, everything manifests is the wonderful thing in this moment. Everything, because many things come together to manifest, and we must treasure. We must say our gratitude to everything around in us. Thank you for all brother and sister listening to today.
Thank you, Director to the Bhikshu Nirjama Nadas for your sharing your knowledge.